So speaking of them ones, how about the Denver Nuggets? Let's get Shady off of camera while he doesn't act like an adult. How about the Nuggets? They've won 3 in a row now, and I got to be honest, starting the show with a little bit of heat. Family, I'm disappointed in the T-Wolves. Like very, 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 very disappointed in the T-Wolves. Because the T-Wolves, you had the favorites to win the championship this year, the Denver Nuggets. The favorites because they won the championship last year. You had them down 0-2. And you won both of the games in their crib, and you took it for granted. I'm disappointed because youth, once again, is being wasted on the young. We're thinking to ourselves, well, Ant-Man, he's only 22. He has a long career ahead of him. I'm sure he does, obviously. But imagine if Melo would have known after his 4th, 5th year in the NBA that he would never go back to a conference finals. Imagine if Mike Vick would have known after his 4th year in the NFL that he would have never gone back to a conference finals. Imagine, like I said yesterday, if Dan Marino would have known after his 2nd year in the NFL, he wouldn't go back to a Super Bowl. Imagine if Sloane Stephens at 24 years of age would have known after winning the U.S. Open that she would not win another majors. Imagine if these young cats would have known at the time that their youth was being wasted on the young. That's what's happening to the T-Wolves, James Jones. Youth is being wasted. Y'all was up 2-0 versus a team that's likely going to go ahead and repeat, and you squandered the opportunity. Yeah. So I'm incredibly disappointed when I think about the T-Wolves. But, James Jones, where you stand?
Yeah, I'm very disappointed as well. And it's crazy that you speak on Ant being young because Ant the only one showing up. Do these other dudes think they just got plenty of time? Rudy, Cat. I mean, because y'all ain't helping.
Yeah.
You know, during the losses, you guys are not helping. Anthony Towns is averaging 16 points in the losses. That is no help to Ant. Ant is out there trying to do his best to make everybody around him better. But this is disappointing because you were up 2-0.
Yes, sir.
And you ain't even went home yet. You ain't even slept in your own bed yet. And you were up 2-0 to have 2 games at the crib, and you did not wake up to play in those basketball games. That is the disappointing part. Players, coaches, organization-wise, that's the disappointment because you had them on the ropes 2-0 at your house, and you do not show up to play those 2 games. It's over now. Confidence is gone, body language is shot, heads is down. The only one that's talking with a little bit of confidence is Ant. But to be honest with you, that sounds like false confidence. This is 3 in a row, and this ain't 3 in a row like the Lakers lost, buzzer beaters. This is 3 beatdowns.
Yeah.
This is 3 beatdowns to like, listen, y'all won 2, but hold on, we the better basketball team, and we finna show y'all that. It's disappointing that they didn't capitalize on this.
Guys, job's not finished.
Job's done. Job's done for the Nuggets.
I mean, we said that after they were down 0-2. Remember?
Shady did.
Remember back? No, we was all pretty sure.
We were
all pretty sure. I was soft sure, but we were all pretty sure that it was over. I mean, it feels bleak.
It does.
It does. It would have been nice to get that win, or at least, make it a little more competitive.
You saying there's hope for them?
I mean, why wouldn't you don't think we get this to a game 7? Guys, come on! Okay, listen, the series is not over. Okay,
Do you think the T-Wolves
I
will
hope
win?
it goes back to a game 7.
I don't. Let's wait. Let's get to game 7. I think they can take it to a game 7. I do not think the series is over. I think this is a reason why it's a 7-game series. We thought it was over after 2 games.
Get to 7.
Let me just ask you one question, because listen, you already taught me a lesson, so I'm not saying you're wrong, because you was obviously right, and we were wrong. But what do you see to tell you that? That's what I know. That's what I know. Because you've been hot. You've been hot with this, and you've been right. I just want to know what you see. If you see something, I'm going to just pause. I was wrong. I just want to know what you see to make you think a game 7 is available.
I mean, we still think that Ant is a superstar, right?
He's been a superstar. He's been a superstar his whole time.
He's been a superstar.
Okay.
I got to put a pin in that.
That's the only one. Come on. Oh, wait, no.
Put a pin in that.
We're not sure if Ant is a superstar?
No, what I'm not sure about is, does that still matter? To Shady's point.
I don't think it matters. But let's say she's right.
Okay.
It don't matter, but let's say she's right.
Let's say he has a superstar performance.
They double team him every time he get the ball. He's a superstar.
Yeah. Let's say the 4-time Defensive Player of the Year figures out something.
Look at you.
But one of their 2 wins was without him. One of their 2 wins was when he was in the hospital.
Well, okay, but one of them was with him.
Yeah.
He is a 4-time
Defensive Player of the Year?
Defensive Player of the Year.
He's capable.
Cat is a player that is capable.
Okay.
Let's say the 3 of them do the capable thing that we know they're capable of doing.
Okay.
And they compete and take it to a Game 7, and then we maybe have that discussion about
answer.
how disappointed we are in them. I do think it's disappointing based off of the fact that they started the series so strong.
Yes.
I think if we go back to search our souls before we entered into this series, before we learned that the Timberwolves were capable of going up 0-2 on the Nuggets, that we would not feel disappointed at where it was at this particular space.
Of course not.
Let's say that they split the first 2 games and then they split the next 2 games. Would we feel the same way about this? It's really about the momentum of it. Now listen, Jokic has decided he's done playing around with y'all.
Man.
He's done with this talk about who the MVP is, okay? He's done with the whatever it was he was doing during the Lakers series. That's done. You have awoken the man.
We might need to thank Shaq.
Whoever we got to thank.
Shaq may have woke him up.
He is ruining some experiences for people in that building.
But Joy, you can't.
He's the
I'm
best
frustrated.
player in
I'm
the
frustrated,
planet.
George. I'm frustrated.
I hear it, but I hear
I'm
it. I
frustrated.
just can't. I can't go
Why
that
you
far
highlight?
yet.
Wait,
The series
I'm
is not over.
upset. I am upset.
Why are you
What you upset about?
Shady,
I didn't go. I didn't go. It's my take. I'm just trying to do my little. All right, don't pass me this time, please. The thing is, right, because Joy does have a point. They do have a Defensive Player of the Year.
They do.
4-time winner.
Yes, sir.
They do have Ant-Man, who's legit that guy.
Sure.
And then Anthony Towns should be a star because he is a star.
Should be.
They not playing like it, right? Now let's go to so out of the out of the 2 losses that they have, right, where Ant-Man has scored 20 or lower points, is because they are double teaming him.
Sure.
You watch last night, they taking the ball out of his hands. Cool, I'm cool with that, right? When you got good players like that, they do that. Fine. But then Anthony Towns, it's your time to shine. You have not been efficient all game, this game or last game. And they can't win if he's not. The first 2 games, he's playing solid. Shooting the ball efficiently, open shots, knocking them down, scoring when he needs to score. Not everything's on Ant-Man. And then the biggest disappointment, because you said, what's the disappointment, right?
Yes, sir.
The biggest disappointment is Rudy. I cannot believe this. Listen, we should never have Rudy Gobert to be the Defensive Player of the Year ever again, bro. He is the weakest link on defense. Okay, I get it. Jokic is the MVP and he's a baller, right? He's a baller. But when you watch the game, he can't guard him at all. Carl Anthony Towns doing a better job guarding Jokic than he is. And I'm tired of it. It's like, how? And then when you watch him on offense, he's got
liability.
awful,
It's bad.
right?
It's bad.
Jokic ain't even guarding him. He's pulling a chair away, stepping back. He's traveling, moving.
You saw that?
Bad on offense. And then on defense, if you really watch the way that the Timberwolves are playing defense,
2-5.
he is the only one that is the mismatch.
Not the Defensive Player of the Year mismatch.
Defensive Player of the Year?
That's what you're saying.
Yo, it's crazy because I was watching some old tapes on Draymond Green versus Jokic, right? The playoffs. I'm like, man, because Draymond Green was the Defensive Player of the Year. Let me see what the difference is. Way different. And at the most, he's 6'7". Bro, you 7 foot, man. Every year, I look at the votes, right? I had to go back. I was just so angry last night. I went to look at all the votes. You know he won by a landslide. Defensive Player of the Year. It's a disgrace. So I'll just say this. When you really want to make a difference, if you think it's going to go to Game 7, we need a Defensive Player of the Year to be that. I ain't asking for nothing else. I want you to score 25 points, make free throws, dribble the ball, talk.
But he can't have
I just want you to play defense because they told me, and they told you and the rest of the country that you're the best defensive player in the league. And when we watch the game, you are the weakest link on defense on the whole team. I can't believe this dude. Disappointment.
That's a good take. That's a good
It's
take.
embarrassing.
That's a good take. There's a lot to go around. It's a lot to go around because I know usually I get in trouble for my takes. I do. I get in trouble for my takes. I'm sorry. Get in trouble for my takes. You're not wrong about Gobert. Here's my issue, though, Joy, with all of what's going on with Minnesota. Ant-Man came out the gate swinging 43 points and a dub. Backdoor 27 points and a dub. But then he gave us 18, then 19, then he gave us 44 L, then he gave us 18 L. If you are going to be in these conversations that we all put you in, which you earn the right to be in, is he the next Jordan? That's what we're saying. Is he the next Michael Jordan? Is he the next face of the league? I'm sitting here thinking to myself, there isn't a world, and you don't have the luxury in round 2 of having 2 games in the teens. Remember Jimmy Butler? last year, first, second round. When we started doing all the Jimmy Butler praise, it's because he was giving you 50, 40, 30, 40. And then in the finals, he started giving y'all teens. And I said, wait a second, you can't afford to do that. I'm not saying this is an Ant-Man issue, but I'm saying as heavy as the head that wears the crown. And we didn't just give him a crown, but we gave him a throne. A throne and a crown.
Yeah, but now not only that, now you want Ant to force stuff. He getting doubled when he cross half court. When he catches,
Have greats not gotten doubled before?
They have, but get the ball out of your hands and let the other ones make some plays. We talking. They won. The Nuggets won Game 4 because Gordon had a huge game.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Jokic did have 40 last night, but I do know whenever it's time for the Nuggets role players to deliver, they always deliver.
They do.
Can you just help?
But here's my thing. Help
You can't do that.
I'm not. We on not the same team. Stop touching me.
Jokic's been going crazy, right? MVP, he been going crazy.
He's going crazy.
Going crazy.
Okay.
When I looked at last game, I believe Ant had 18 points on 15 shots, went 5 of 15. All I'm saying is everybody's culpable.
But
everybody's culpable.
Here's the problem.
Everybody culpable.
Here's the problem. This is why we got to slow down.
That's different.
When we were talking about face of the league and all those things, that is the projected, right? Nobody was saying he is the face of the league today. This is the potential that he has. As amazing as he is, as incredible as he is to watch, as what we know he is capable of doing, he is 22 years old. So the crown of the head is not going on the 22-year-old in this series against the defending champions, 3-time league MVP, Jokic, who it looks like he's playing in a different league. He is on fire, and even though
lights went off in here,
even though Rudy Gobert had nothing for him last night, who does? Like Jokic has 7-foot-tall Rudy Gobert in his face like this, and he's throwing the ball over his head into the basket. Like, what does Karl Anthony Towns have to do with that?
No, hold on. You're not getting off this easy though. So. Let's think about this for a second, right? We all think that Karl Anthony Towns is a star.
He's been an all-star. Right? He's an all-star.
Okay, all-star. We take that. You know they have the six-man player, six-man of the year?
Yes, sir.
He's on the team, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then Defensive Player of the Year, right?
4-time defensive player of the year.
Are they playing like it?
No.
So as much as you want to talk about Ant-Man, the 22-year-old superstar that's growing to that, what do you mean?
He's the young one on that.
When you want a team, a good team, you need supporting cast. You need a star.
You do.
Star and stars, and then you need supporting cast. Well, you got a star. If you say that Jokic is playing the best out of this whole series, you would say that, right?
Of course.
But not by a landslide.
It is by a landslide. But here's my problem.
Ain't been holding it down. My thing is, when you look at the role players, you just talk, no, but hold it, because it matters, though.
Go ahead.
As good as Jokic is playing, you keep talking about Aaron Gordon. If you look at all the interviews, all the players from the Wolves say, yo, we got to find a way to stop Aaron Gordon. Name me somebody from the Nuggets that's talking about any other player than Ant-Man.
Not in the last 3 games.
So that's what I'm saying. So, and if you look at the ones that they did win, they had so much help from other role players.
But here's my problem.
What's the problem?
The problem is y'all roar when Ant-Man dominates, and then y'all whisper when he don't play good. Because in the 3 losses, we've seen 19, 18. We did see 44. But in the 2 dubs, we saw 43, 27. All I'm saying is this. It ain't like Ant-Man been giving us A+ games.
So wait, when you watched the game yesterday, on defense for the Nuggets, what were they doing? Tell me, because I know you know sports.
Attacking
what?
Gobert.
Huh?
Attacking Gobert?
No.
Forcing the ball out of Ant's hands and then...
What you want me to do?
Here's what I'm saying, though, Shady. Rates have been doubled before, big dog.
But he's 22 years old.
Rates ain't been doubled.
This is crazy,
This is why I don't like those conversations. Is he Michael Jordan? Yes, one day he very well may be that caliber of player. Michael won his first championship at 28.
That's true.
LeBron was winning at 27. Steph Curry at 27. He is 22 years old. And he is surrounded by players that
and Mike been down, and Mike been up against the Pistons 2-0, and they still lost.
And let's just,
right?
I want to pause all of the dialogue.
I want
to pause all of this dialogue, because I don't want to hear now, he's 22. Where was the he's 22 energy 2 days ago?
What I'm saying is he is a young player, and he has alongside him players that have accolades, players that have played in this league for a while, players that are true veterans. We talk about them when we say that the Wolves are young, we say that in twofold. One, because Ant, their star, is young, legitimately, but also because they as a group have not arrived.
Correct.
When it came into this series, the expectations was not that they were going to beat the Nuggets.
No.
The only reason, we didn't even know how many games this was going to go. The reason that we even feel any type of tension about what the Wolves are doing against the Nuggets is because of the expectations that they set by how they played in the first 2 games. So now we saw, oh, wait a minute. You can compete with this team. We do expect you to battle in this series, which they are doing. Again, the series is not over. No. But if I have to look, search where I'm putting the blame for the Timberwolves being in this situation, one, it's Jokic, who no one in the league has an answer to. Can't say it enough. No one has an answer for Jokic. He either plays bad all on his own, or he shows up and you have to worry about everybody else. But yes, Gobert, that's his responsibility.
No, but here's where, only thing I'm at, and James Jones, I'll let you get the final word. We don't praise Gobert. We don't. In the first,
how you don't praise him, though?
We don't.
He's a defense. No. We a small group of the world. They named him Defense Player of the Year the 4th time, bro. We got to blame him somehow.
What I'm saying is after game 1,
okay,
when they held Jokic, held Jamal Murray, defense was stout. Oh, my God, the Nuggets, Timberwolves defense was amazing. We came on the show because Ant-Man dropped 43, and we said, is he the face of the league? A fair question.
Yes.
But now that we didn't praise Gobert, even though the T-Wolves defense was amazing, led by Gobert. So now how are we going to criticize him? Not that the criticism's wrong. It's right, Shady. The criticism is right. I'm just saying, can we do both? So if we're going to praise him, then criticize him. But let's not say nothing about Gobert when the T-Wolves defense is amazing. Now that it's struggling, it's all Gobert's fault.
But this is the tough thing because he had 40+ and they won game 1.
Yes, sir.
Rudy had a baby. He at the crib. He don't play. He have 20-something points. And everybody around him, like they've been doing all year, balled out. And they blew Denver out.
Blew him out.
Right? You lay an egg in game 3.
Why? Who took it? And who said why?
He the leader.
Okay. Yes,
he the leader. So good. Ant took it. Let's blame that one on Ant then.
Yes, sir.
The next game he come out going through all type of double teams, and he dropped 40, and it's still equal a loss. Why? Because they ain't helping him.
That game, they didn't double him as much as they did last night.
Not as much as last night, but still.
They made sure that we gonna take him out the game.
No question.
But real quick though, because in the success that Ant did have, that was offensively, right? But I think what makes the Timberwolves really go is the defensive part.
Yes, sir.
If you really watch when they lose, right? The opposing team has had 114 points, right? That's a lot. Yeah. But when they win, a lot of that's Ant-Man, but most of it is the defense. Holding teams to 90 points, that's the difference. So when you really watch a game, I feel like the defense is what has the Timberwolves such a favorite to beat the Nuggets, right? When they were up 2-0.
Agreed.
Because now, you got 2 7-footers out there, and then your 1 7-footer can move like a guard. Talking about Anthony Towns. You got the Defense Player of the Year that should be able. I don't think nobody can stop Jokic. That cannot happen. You're right about that, Joe. But you can slow him down. And then when you have him one-on-one matchups, bro, he shouldn't beat you every single time. Yeah. So when you talk about having an issue with why Ant-Man ain't doing this or why we not blaming him for the loss, we can blame him a little bit for the loss because I guess offensively he didn't have that type of game. But overall, the whole team-wise, they play great defense, and they not been doing it. So as much as you want to blame Ant for the offensive part, I can give you that. Even though they trying to get the ball out of his hands, if you watch it, every time he has the ball, they bring in 2 defenders. They're not shooting the ball well from 3, and they're not playing defense, and that's everybody. But the leader of that is
Carl Anthony Towns, why he getting such a pass?
Yeah,
why he gets the pass?
You know what I'm saying?
And he ain't OG on the team. He ain't OG.
But not only that,
7 foot shooting a million
he
threes.
don't just have Gordon and Jokic on him. He be having these little dudes on him and still getting deep.
And shooting trades, though.
Last 3 games, 16 points. Come on, man. He ain't helping.
Right. He the one who...
Bro, he getting paid 50 M's, though? 50 M's for you to be 7 foot.
all-star.
And you shooting Steph Curry 3 balls. I mean, I can't make this up.
No,
so much you gonna put in Ant-Man? I know in the film. Now listen, this is what I do know from playing ball. In that film room, I'm the star, so I get it, right? Interviews, they're gonna blame me. Shay, you only had 70 yards rushing, Cool, my fault. I gotta play better. We get in that film room, I'm looking at all y'all like, yeah, I know what they said, but y'all know whose fault it is.
No question.
Rudy, give me some coffee. Cause you ain't playing basketball. You got energy. It ain't like you blocking shots. Like you getting rebounds. Big softy, man.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.